feels colder than before. Your shadow isn't by my door. The silence echoes through the room, like something beautiful met its doom. I trace your memory in the air, but every breath reminds me you're not there. And every road I try to walk alone leads me back to what we used to know. I'm falling through the quiet of your absence, like a star that lost the sky. Every heartbeat keeps on asking while I've had to say goodbye. I'm drifting in a world that's turning slower. Every moment feels unclear, because nothing feels like living when you're not here. Your laughter used to fill the dark. Now even sunlight leaves a mark. The days keep moving, time goes on, but every step feels slightly wrong. I hear your name inside the wind, like love refusing to rescind. And every dream I try to leave behind still carries echoes of your eyes. I'm falling through the quiet of your absence, like a star that lost the sky. Every heartbeat keeps on asking while I've had to say goodbye. I'm drifting in a world that's turning slower. Every moment feels unclear, because nothing feels like living when you're not here. Maybe love is meant to break us, so we learn how deep it goes. But if healing means forgetting, that's a road I'll never choose. I'm falling through the silence of tomorrow, where your voice has disappeared, and the world keeps moving forward, but my heart is frozen here. I'm searching through the echoes of forever, through every passing year, because nothing feels like living when you're not here. The city fades beneath the sky, streetlights trembling in your eyes. The silence whispers through the air, like secrets only we can share. A million shadows pass us by, but somehow you're the only light. And every step into the dark feels like a spark inside my heart. Take me where the stars begin, where the night lets love come in, where the quiet holds our names, like a soft and endless flame. In the darkness we can see every truth we're meant to be. Hold my hand and don't pretend. is riding through your hair, stories drifting everywhere. Your voice is softer than the moon, a fragile, distant silver tune, and time dissolves between our breaths like nothing else remains but this. The world grows quiet far away while every doubt begins to fade. Take me where the stars begin, where the night lets love come in, where the quiet holds our names like a soft and endless flame. In the darkness we can see every truth we're meant to be. Hold my hand and don't pretend. Let's get lost where stars begin. Maybe love is just a moment floating somewhere in the night, but if forever has a doorway, I believe it starts with light. Take me where the stars begin, where the sky forgives our sins, where our hearts don't need to hide from the turning of the tide. If the night must someday end, let our memories transcend. But until the dawn comes in, let us stay where stars begin. I found your name inside a drawer, between the pages of before. A photograph that time forgot, a silent trace of what we lost. The ink has faded from those lines, but every word still feels like mine. I wrote 1,000 ways to say the things I feared would push you away. These are the words I never gave you, locked inside a fragile heart. Every sentence left unspoken tore our quiet world apart. I was standing at the doorway while you slowly walked away, holding all the love I should have said, but never had the strength to say. Your laughter echoes in my mind like distant bells I cannot find. The nights grow longer than before, your shadow waits behind each door, and every memory I keep feels like a promise I can't keep. If time could turn and let me try, I'd let the truth escape this time. These are the words I never gave you, hidden in a trembling page. All the dreams we left unfinished still wander through a silent stage. I was standing in the silence while your footsteps slipped away, holding all the love I should have said, but never had the strength to say. Maybe love was never fragile, maybe I was just afraid of the power in the moment when the truth refuses shade. These are the words I never gave you, floating somewhere in the past, like a letter lost in midnight, searching for a place to land. And if echoes ever reach you through the years that drift away, know the love I never dared to say is still alive today. The room still holds the shape of you, like shadows carved in fading blue. Your voice once warmed these silent walls, now echoes tremble as they fall. The night grows heavier than before. Your footsteps are beside my door, and every breath I try to take feels like a promise love forsake. I'm ashes without your flame, a spark that lost its name. The fire we once believed in now flickers through the rain. I'm frozen in the space where your warmth used to remain, just a heart that learned to lay. How cold the world can be without your flame. Your laughter lingers in the dark, a distant glow, a fading spark. The days move slowly through the gray, like time itself has lost its way. And every memory I hold feels like a fire turned to cold. If love was meant to light the night, why did it leave without a fight? I'm drifting through the night where your warmth won't remain, just a soul that understands how cold the world can be without your flame. Maybe love was always fragile, like a candle in the wind, but I never thought the darkness would be this deep within. Now dances through the pain, and if the night remembers what we lost inside the rain, maybe somewhere in forever I'll find your warmth again. Your footsteps faded down the hall, like falling rain against a wall. The silence settled held in the air, as if the world forgot we were there. Your shadow slid beyond the door, but something stayed behind once more. Every quiet corner of this place still remembers your embrace. I hear whispers after you in every empty room, like echoes of a love that vanished far too soon. Your goodbye still lingers in the spaces we once knew, like a ghost of every promise that the night could never keep for you. The clock keeps turning through the dark, but time can't dim your fading spark. Your name still dances through my mind, a fragile trace I cannot hide. And every dream that drifts away still carries pieces of your name. The world keeps moving endlessly, but part of you remains in me. I hear whispers after you in every silent tune, like shadows of the love that vanished far too soon. Your goodbye keeps calling through the night so cold and blue, like a story left unfinished by the things we never knew. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever in our hands, but even broken melodies still echo through the land. I hear whispers after you through every passing year, like memories that refuse to slowly disappear. And though the night grows deeper with the distance that we knew, somewhere in the quiet, your goodbye still whispers through. The streetlights shimmer in my mind, like fragments lost somewhere in time. Your laughter drifting through the air, a quiet spark that led me there. The stars were trembling in the sky, as if they knew what we'd become that night. Every step we took that evening felt like fate was slowly breathing. Take me back to the night we first began, when the world was smaller in your hands, when every dream felt close enough to touch, and loving you was never quite too much. Take me back before the morning came, before the doubts could learn our names, when forever felt like it could stand on the fragile night we first began. You shattered shadow danced beside my own. Two restless hearts not yet alone. The wind was whispering through the trees like promises between the breeze, and every word you softly said still echoes gently in my head. Time has carried us away, but the memory chose to stay. Take me back to the night we first began, when the stars were reaching for our hands, when every heartbeat knew the way and love had nothing left to say. Take me back before the morning came, before the world could change our names, when forever felt close at hand on the fragile night we first began. Maybe time was always moving, even when we tried to stand, but a piece of us still lingers in that night we once began. Take me back to the night we first began, when the sky was drawn in silver strands, when every hope was burning bright inside the quiet of that night. And if the past cannot return, still my heart will always learn that forever tried to stand on the fragile night we first began. The night spills softly through the room, like faded light from a distant moon. Your picture rests upon the wall, a silent witness to it all. The air still carries fragments of the quiet warmth we used to love. I tried to let the past drift by, but every wave pulls me inside. I'm lost in the tides of you, where every memory feels so true, like oceans rising in my chest, refusing time or gentle rest. I'm drowning in the things we knew, the words we said, the dreams we grew, and every heartbeat pulls me through the endless tides of you. Your voice still echoes through the dark, a fading yet familiar spark. The days keep moving endlessly, but time stands still inside of me. The past returns in quiet streams, flowing to my broken dreams. and blue, like whispers carried through the sea of everything you were to me. And though the shore is far from view, my heart still sails in shades of you, forever trusting through and through the endless tides of you. The silence lingers in this room, like echoes of a fading tune. Your shadow used to fill this space, now only memories remain in place. The promises we try to keep are drifting somewhere in my sleep. I held the pieces of our past, but love was never meant to last. You were the love that slipped away, a fragile light that couldn't stay. I tried to hold the falling rain, but some hearts only bring the pain. And every dream we used to share now flows like whispers in the air, a story written in the gray of the love that slipped away. Your laughter still lives in the night, a distant spark without its light. The days keep turning endlessly, but time stands still inside of me. And every road I try to take leads back to every small mistake. If I could turn the night around, I'd never let your hand slip down. You were the love that slipped away, a fragile flame that couldn't stay. I tried to calm the rising tide, but love was never on our side. And every promise that we made now fades like colors in the shade, a story lost along the way of the love that slipped away. Maybe some hearts are meant to break to show us what we tried to make. And maybe love is just a spark that burns before it meets the dark. You were the love that slipped away, a gentle song that couldn't stay, but every note still calls your name through every echo of the rain. And though the years may drift away, my heart will always gently say there was a love I couldn't save, but never truly gave away. falls through the glass like whispers drifting from the past. Your laughter lingers in the air, a fragile trace that's always there. The streets we walk still call your name, though nothing now remains the same. Time keeps turning endlessly, but something stays inside of me. I left my heart in yesterday, where your smile never fades away, where every dream still softly stays in golden light and endless days. Though life keeps pulling me ahead, your memory fills the road I tread, and every step I take today leads back to yesterday. Your shadow dances in my mind like distant stars I cannot find. The promises we used to share still drift like echoes through the air, and every moment passing by feels like a quiet, soft goodbye. Where hope and sorrow both remain, where every tear and every smile still walks with me another mile. And though tomorrow calls my name, the past will never fade away, for part of me will always stay inside yesterday. The road stretches beyond the night, like endless lines of fading light. Your voice still lingers in my mind, a fragile thread that time can't bind. The miles grow longer every day, yet somehow you're not far away. Every star above the sky feels like a bridge we can't deny. Across the silent distance, where our lonely shadows stand, I still feel your heartbeat, like it's reaching for my hand. The oceans lie between us, and the night feels cold and dark. There's a fire still burning across the distance of our hearts. You photographed beside my bed, Where tomorrow feels unknown, I still feel your presence, even when I'm all alone. And if the road keeps turning through the dark and endless parts, I will find you waiting beyond the miles between our hearts. You whispered softly in the dark, a promise sealed inside your heart. The stars will witness to your words, a fragile truth I thought I heard. Your hand was warm within my own, a place I thought I'd always call home. Somewhere in the turning years, your promises dissolved in tears. You were the vow that slowly faded, a dream that time could not defend. The love we swore would last forever found a quiet, broken end. And every word you once had spoken still echoes through the nights I wake, a fragile truth my heart still carries from the vow you chose to break. The photographs begin to fade, like colors lost within the gray. The laughter drifting through the air feels like a ghost that isn't there. And every road I walk alone still leads me back to what we'd known. I tried to mend what came apart, but broken vows still break the heart. You were the vow that slowly faded, a promise drifting in the rain. The love we built like fragile glass could never hide the silent pain. And every dream we left unfinished now trembles softly when I wake, a fragile truth my soul remembers from the vow you chose to break. Maybe love was never meant to hold the weight we tried to give, but every promise that we made still teaches us how hearts can live. You were the vow that slowly faded, part of you remains in me, a quiet echo in the distance of what we dreamed we'd always be. And though the night has slowly taken the light we thought would never shake, my heart will always remember the vow you chose to break. survive. I tell myself I should be gone, but somehow I keep holding on. Every goodbye dies on my tongue before the words can come undone. I'm too weak to walk away tonight, though every sign says I should try. Your love burns cold inside my veins, yet I still whisper your name. I know this road will break my heart, but I can't bear the darker part of waking up and facing the truth of a world that doesn't include you. Your shadow lingers in this room like something beautiful turned doom. The memories soften every fall and pull me back despite it all. I know the ending that we face, but still I search your distant face. And every time I try to run, your gravity pulls me undone. I'm too weak to walk away tonight, though the truth stands in the light. Your love leaves scars I cannot hide. Still I stay here by your side. I know this dream is slowly breaking, yeah, my heart keeps hesitating between the strength I wish I knew and the chains that lead to you. Maybe love is just a fire that burns the ones who stay too long. But even knowing all the danger, I still can't say that you were wrong. I'm too weak to walk away tonight, though the dawn reveals the light. A part of me still hopes somehow the love we lost will turn around. And even if the truth appears through all the silence and the tears, my heart will stay a little while. Too weak to leave your fragile smile. The city lights begin to blur, like whispered words I barely heard. Your shadow drifting down the street, a fading rhythm in my heartbeat. The night unfolds its silent veil, where broken dreams begin to sail. I try to hold what slips away, but dark voice still echoes soft and low through empty streets I used to know. And every dream we tried to keep now wanders through the dark and deep. The truth we never dared to say still lingers as we drift away. We're lost within the night tonight, where love dissolves without a fight. The words we meant but left unsaid still wander through my restless head. And though the world keeps turning on, your quiet traces never gone. A memory fading from sight, lost within the night. Maybe love was just a spark that shimmered briefly in the dark, but even sparks that disappear still leave their warmth somewhere near. We're lost within the night tonight, yet somewhere past the fading light, a piece of us will always stay in echoes that won't fade away. And though tomorrow brings new light, my heart still walks this endless night, where dreams dissolve beyond our sight, lost within the The silence settled in the room, like shadows falling far too soon. Your name still trembles on my breath, a fragile ghost I can't forget. The nights grow colder every day since love decided not to stay. I tried to bury every trace, but pain still carries your embrace. There's a wound you left behind, still burning through my mind, like a fire that refuses to surrender to the night. I tried to let you go, but every tear still seems to show that somewhere deep inside my soul, your love still holds control. Your laughter drifts through memory, a distant echo calling me. The dreams we built begin to fall, like broken glass along the wall. And through the darkness of the night, and all the scars remain like whispers in the rain. I'll learn to breathe again someday, beyond the love and still holds your quiet trace, a fading light I can't replace. Your voice once filled the empty air. Now only silence lingers there. The nights stretch longer than since love walked out the lonely door. I try to close the door on you, but memories always wander through. There's a place inside my heart where your shadow still remains, where the silence whispers softly through the echoes of your name. Time may carry life ahead, but some wounds refuse to change. For there's a place within my soul where your shadow still remains. The photographs begin to fade, like promises we never made. Your laughter drifts across the years, a distant sound through silent tears, and every dream I try there's a place inside my heart where your shadow still remains, like a storm that never leaves, though the sky has changed its frame. Every road I walk alone still circles back through quiet pain to the place within my soul where your shadow still remains. Maybe love was never meant to disappear without a scar. Even when the light has gone, its echo lingers where we are. There's a place inside my heart where your shadow softly stays, not a wound that seeks to bleed, but a memory that remains. And though tomorrow calls my name through brighter skies and distant plains, part of me will always live. just quiet steps along the floor, and suddenly you were no more. Your shadow faded down the hall, like love had never lived at all. I waited for a single word, but only silence answered first. It was the silence when you left that cut the deepest in my chest. No shattered glass, no angry cry, just quiet tears and one goodbye. And every step you walked away still echoes softly through my days. A lonely truth I can't outgrow, the silence when you let me go. Your photograph beside the bed still holds the words we never said. The nights grow longer than before, since love walked slowly out that door. And every dream I try to find still carries traces of your mind. I thought that time would ease the pain, but silence only calls your name. It was the silence when you left that left a shadow in my chest. No storm of words to clear the air, just emptiness that lingered there. And every road I try to roam still leads me back to what we known. A lonely truth I've come to know, the silence when you let me go. Maybe love can fade away without a warning or a sign, but hearts remember every step of how we left the light behind. It was the silence when you left that carved a memory in my chest. Not just the loss of what we knew, but how the world grew cold and blue. And though the years may slowly flow, my heart will always seem to know. Some wounds appear without a show, like the silence when you let me go. The quiet lingers in this room, like something lost too soon. Your footsteps faded down the hall, but I still feel them through it all. The air still carries pieces of the fragile shape of what was love. I try to close the door on you, but every memory breaks it through. There's a trace you left in me, distance might erase the warmth I saw inside your face. There's a trace you left in me, a quiet mark I cannot flee, like a star beyond the sky, still burning though the years go by. Though tomorrow calls my name and life will never stay the same, there's something time can't tear apart, the trace you left inside my heart. Maybe love is meant to leave a whisper where it used to be, not a wound that seeks to stay, but a light that never fades away. There's a trace you left in me, a memory I'll always see, like a melody that flows through every place my spirit goes. And even when the night grows dark, your echo glows inside my heart. For every step my soul will see, the trace you left in me. I found your name on a page I never closed, hidden between the lines I never chose. The ink was fading, but the feeling stayed, like quiet storms that never go away. I tried to fold the past into the night, but every memory still learns to write across the silence in my empty room. Your voice still echoes like a distant tune, and every drop outside my window knows the words I never said before you chose to go. I'm still reading letters in rain, every word's still calling out your name. Pages running, but the truth remains. Love like ours never fades away. And though the sky keeps pouring down, your shadows everywhere, I turn around. Some hearts heal, some hearts remain, still writing letters in the rain. The streets are shining, but with forgotten years. Mirrors made of broken souvenirs. I walk alone where we once used to stand, holding echoes slip into my hands. The clouds remember every drop outside my window knows the words I never said before you chose to go. I'm still reading letters in the rain, every word still calling out your name. Pages running, but the truth remains. A love like ours never fades away. And though the sky keeps pouring down, your shadows everywhere I turn around. Some hearts heal, some hearts remain, still writing letters in the maybe someday storms will pass me by. Maybe someday tears will finally dry. But every cloud that drifts above my pain still carries whispers of your name. I'm still reading letters in the rain, every line still burns inside my veins. Though the years have tried to numb the pain, your memory flows through every vein. And when the night falls cold and gray, I hear the words you couldn't say to say. Some loves end, but some remain, forever written in the The room still breathes your quiet name, like shadows dancing in a fading flame. Your laughter lingers in the air, but every corner whispers you're not there. I touch the night where you once stood, a ghost of warmth beneath the wood. The fire we built is barely bright, just dying embers in the dark. Tonight I try to warm these frozen hands, but love was never meant for just one heart to stand. Now I'm living in the ashes of your flame, calling out a love that never came. Every spark we had has turned to gray, and the light we knew just slipped away. I used to shine inside your fire, now every breath just feels so tired. Without your heat to guide my way, my world is winter every day. The stars above look colder now, like broken promises we don't allow. The silence wraps around my chest, a quiet place where warmth once rests. Your memory flickers through my veins, a distant glow inside the rain. But every step I take alone feels like walking barefoot through the stone. I try to guard the fragile spark, but love can't live forever in the dark. Now I'm living in the ashes of your flame, calling out a love that never came. Every spark we had has turned to Still standing in the ashes of your flame, learning how to